Bora chamar então? Com vocês, é um orgulho ter aqui na CCXP 23 de 10 anos, Sofia Boutella, Ed Skrein.
Oi, Brasil!
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Please sit over here. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Can you guys hear as well?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
Oi, Brasil! Ei, ei, ei!
Tudo bem?
Well, I was inside at the panel, and I have to say it was crazy. How was that for you guys up on the stage? How was that? My view was different from yours. So how was yours?
It was incredible. The Brazilian crowd is unmatched. It's the best crowd ever, and it's our first time talking about the movie and presenting it, and it's really exciting to all be here together and to do it here in Brazil is incredible. It's the best Comic-Con I've ever been to, and I've been to so many. No joke.
Amazing, amazing.
Did you get to see the movie already?
Yeah, we seen the movie. We seen it.
Yeah, you play some vicious part, don't you?
Huh?
You play some vicious part in it, don't you?
Nah, I'm the good guy.
He was standing that inside. Yeah, we know that. Well, Sofia, in the trailer we can see that you have some very heavy physical combat scenes. And it seems like really intense. How do you usually prepare for this? It's really, really easy, right?
Super easy, nothing to do. I actually did nothing. No, we trained every day with a trainer who was very specific, and I think we had to have a very specific diet. We had to be very disciplined and laser focused to keep up with the pace, with the weather, with the amount of time that we had to be filming. But it was an incredible experience, nonetheless.
And of course, you are a classic dancer, and you have your background as in gymnastics. Is that right?
Yes, I was a dancer. I mean, I danced for most of my life, and I did gymnastics also. And I used, everything I've learned as a dancer to learn the choreography. Yeah, it does help.
So what kind of input can you offer in the fighting scenes and the action scenes?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What kind of input as a dancer can you offer in the choreography of action and the fighting scenes?
I do not hit when I do the fight. I just do it really like a choreography. It's really important. I mean, unless we have an accident, but it can happen. But it's really important that I do it that it has pace and rhythm.
Ed, there's no surprise for you in being in big franchises, but Zack always pushes the envelope and goes crazy. What made you accept this challenge of doing Rebel Moon?
It's a great question. Of course, the character was such a delectable and delicious character to play, and I've been a part of big things before, but I have never, ever been a part of anything on the scale of this before. We shot 2 movies back to back. We spent so long there. We went so deep underwater. I didn't know where the air was. I didn't know what was up, down. We gave our bodies, we gave our emotions, we gave everything to this movie. And the truth is, we would not have done that if it wasn't for Zack. Every day we were so tired, our bodies were so broken, and we came out to his big, beautiful smile, to his enthusiasm, and he never got tired. His endurance was incredible, and so we were so happy every day on set, I would wake up broken, I would go into set and skip around like everything was good. I think everybody thought I was fine, but that's a testament to Zack. He's an incredible human being and an incredible filmmaker.
He's also so prepared that it doesn't give us the choice but to meet him where he is at.
It looks like it's always fun to be on set with him. That's why everyone comes back for more and more, right?
You said that you went to filming with some joy and happy, and watching Admiral Noble, he looks like he's having fun doing what he does.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a really important thing. Well, first of all, when I read the character, I said I need to have the most fun out of everyone on set every day because it's important, you know. Noble is like a thespian. He's performative, you know. We meet this man with a pistol on his hip, but he uses his tongue. You know, his tongue is his weapon, so he's like a cat playing with his food, playing with the mouse. And so, you know, I had an incredible amount of fun with this, and usually the antagonists, they are not given the same depth of narrative as the protagonist is given. With Zack, he really gives everything to the antagonist. If you're gonna be a bad guy in a Zack Snyder movie, and he will look after you. You know, he really values and serves the characters, and I'm so grateful for that. I had so much fun, and I think that everybody, when they see it, they're gonna see how much fun I was having, you know?
And there's always some tentacles. The tentacles are the best.
I have a feeling there's gonna be some memes with the tentacles. I wanna see next year at Sao Paulo Comic-Con, I wanna see some people dressed up with the tentacles, maybe with Noble with some tentacles and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you know what, I have to take this opportunity to say, Comic-Cons are my happy place.
Whoa.
Like in London, like 1 month ago, I went there as a fan. I bought the tickets, I took my children, I took my godson, I took my friends, and we go to the Comic-Cons. I buy the toys, I buy the comics. I love this shit, and I love you guys. For real.
For real.
Sophia, he was telling that it's so much fun to be a villain, but it looks like it's also good to be a woman in Zack Snyder's movie, because he's always building very stronger badass female characters as well, right?
Yes, for sure. But you know, I did not take that for granted at all. I think seeing a strong woman like he wrote her on screen is important, was needed, and he didn't give me anything easy to play. He challenged me to the point to where I had to sit down with him multiple times to talk over and over about what he gave me to defend. You have to be the lawyer of your character when you take a part on board. And what he gave me to defend was difficult. I had to really forgive my character to go and defend her, and it took me a minute. And the audience is going to discover what is her depth in movie number 2. You have to wait till movie number 2. But I did not know how to access that, but I knew I was grateful for it because he gave me a Rubik's Cube to solve. It was not easy. And for none of us, by the way. But so that's what I took. I did not take that for granted because we know he's a master in what he does with the image, with his shot. You know he's gonna nail that. And then he gave us something not easy to access. You have to show up as an actor because you know he's gonna nail everything. And I mean, that was, for us as actors, it was a delight to get to play something so complex in something that's gonna be so beautiful to watch.
I think that's so true. And, you know, I feel like our characters had so much depth already. There was so much on the page already. However, Zack, as lovely as he is, it's so challenging to play one of his characters. There's so much to unlock. There's so many layers that he's already laid out. There's so much to work with. And, you know, me and Sophia, like I said, we were so deep underwater on this, and it was so challenging. And again, I want to give a shout out to the cast. You know, there was an incredible camaraderie. When you see it on screen, it's like me versus Sophia. It's like me, and then you've got us and them. But, you know, we were training every weekend. We were training together. We were hanging out together. And, you know, there's a real brotherhood, sisterhood. And coming on this tour now, we're able to really enjoy it. And I'm glad to be sitting here next to Sophia without fighting her, without chasing her, without threatening her, and without her hitting me.
Also, yeah, I have to say, like, Ed really went, like, so far. Like, I saw him when he arrived the first day, and and transform into the character to the point to where it was like hard to look at him because he really inspired me, Noble, every time I laid my eyes on him. And I saw him for the first time 2 days ago when we got here, and to see him healthy, getting his cheeks back, some nice hair, I was like, oh my God, here he is.
You know, when I saw Zack, he said to me, "Oh my God, you're human again." And it's true. It's taken me a year. We burned a lot of sage. There was a lot of crystals and a lot of candles lit. But yeah, we're human again, you know. And
also, there is something to say about Zack. Like, he has such a good eye for putting people together, and I've seen him do that throughout the years in other productions. And I feel like he has like a good sense of artistically, but on a human level, he knows how to put people together. And it's not just on screen. You see the people he works with that he's been working with since forever. He's so loyal, he's so dedicated, and he has such a human quality that I'm not going to say is rare, but is to cherish and not take for granted, genuinely.
Really a
Sophia,
family.
it's rare. It is rare. It is rare.
And Sophia, can you tell a little bit more about your character? Because with no spoilers for the people who haven't seen anything yet.
It's fun because it's funny because you said you went in this character thinking about the responsibility of doing this, and Cora all the time she's thinking about also the responsibility of being a hero, right?
Of course, I mean, this is the number one. You know, when you have to decide whether or not you're going to do a project, is am I fit? Am I prepared to defend this character? You cannot play a character that you dislike. You have to be it. You have to understand it. You have to go deeper than what meets the eyes. Even if you play, like playing, this is what's hard sometimes about playing these complex characters, and you have to come back to it. You have to agree with it, and you always take a part of them with you. You bring some of yourself in it, but there is such a dedication. And also, it's not like one movie that we show. It's like it cost us like 9 months of our time in the dead of the summer, and yeah, it was just a lot.
And what can you tell people about the Imperium and their goal?
Man, the Imperium, they're very different from me in real life. You know, in real life, I'm a very positive person. I'm a teddy bear. I'm a hugger. You know, the Imperium are not. The Imperium are cold, ruthless, sadistic, evil army that really represent empire, that represent conquest. You know, Noble is a representative of that, and you know, Noble is a man who has chosen sadism over morality for the efficiency of it. This is purely about efficiency and nothing to do with morality. And this is a scary and horrible and ugly prospect to look at. And to be honest, when I watched the movie about a month ago, I hated them. I hate them. It was horrible to watch Noble. I was scared of him, and I don't even recognize myself in him, you know? I'm so glad to say that I've got every molecule of him out of my body now, because it was kind of tough to inhabit that space and to live with that kind of venom and acid inside me, when in real life I'm a big cuddly fuzzy teddy bear, you know? I don't want no trouble.
And he really, like, genuinely, like, went there to the point, like, we knew each other from before. We've met many times, and it was hard to maintain outside of the scenes, to maintain our, like, what we normally would have. It was impossible.
Guys,
and also,
so
before I forget, I just wanted to say about Cora, I think that
Sure.
she represents, even if she's not on the evil side, but the complex, we're not perfect. She represents just, you know, the redemption that some people may ask or may have to go through at some point in their lives. And I think that is rare to see in films. You know, the positive person doesn't necessarily come from an all perfect world either. There is the darkness that comes from his world also in it.
Ed, hope you come back with your family, friends to our Comic-Con here.
100%. This is the craziest Comic-Con I've ever seen. Like, this is This is crazy, and I know like there's a lot of Brazilians in London.
Yes.
And the Brazilians love pop culture. We're always talking about it. I love it too, and you know, I also have to just give my love to Brazilian football. You know, in England we love football. I don't have a Brazilian team yet, and I know there's 4 teams here.
Corinthians.
Okay.
Corinthians.
That's the one.
But yeah, much love to Brazil, man. I love you guys, and I will be back.
Guys,
Okay.
thank you so
Let's
much.
finish with a hug
Thank
then.
you.
Cool. Thank you.
Obrigado.
Do you mind if you take a picture?
Oi, Brasil.
Can you take a picture over here? Aí, galera. Ed Scrine, ladies and gentlemen! All right, all right, all right. Sofia Butella and Ed Scrine.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cool, thank you so much.
Que maravilha, hein, Hessel?
Que maravilha, hein? Olha só que beleza.
E agora o pessoal fica aqui, já virou uma rotina aqui, né?
Olha, na verdade a barra subiu. Todo
É.
mundo que vier a partir de agora, sábado e domingo, vai ter que fazer o 360 aqui no nosso fosso. Pra falar com todo
Chris,
mundo.
o Chris levou lá pra cima,
lógico. Porra, o Chris Hemsworth e a Anya Taylor-Joy, eles elevaram a barra, basicamente.
né? E a Lana também parece que ficou aqui até, né?
A Lana ficou pra sempre, mas ela é de casa, ela já sabe como funciona.
E aí, galera, o que vocês estão achando aí? Boa, boa, boa. Vocês ouviram, vocês entenderam, né? O Ed falou que essa daqui é a melhor Comic Con que ele já foi.
A mais louca.
Véi, só isso.
A gente é doido mesmo.
E ele vai, cara. Ele falou, ele foi com a família, vai com os amigos. Ele foi na Comic Con que teve lá em Londres. Cara, a Gil tava lá, aliás,
Sim,
recentemente.
verdade.
Ela tava lá.
Que
Eu já
demais.
fui nessa Comic Con de lá e realmente, ó, a nossa é muito melhor. Tipo, muito melhor.
Muito melhor.
Valeu, mano. Não, era o resto.
Tomar
E-
uma aguinha enquanto isso.
Água, pô, eu gosto de água, hein? Tem uma pra mim aí? Oh, mandaram uma foto ontem da garrafinha que ficou aqui que o Chris tinha bebido. Não sei quem mandou a foto. Ficaram perguntando, oh, e aí, o que vocês fizeram com a garrafinha do Chris? Quem pegou? Olha, será que foi essa daqui, ó? Que tá usada já. Será que é do Chris Hemsworth essa daqui?
A gente nunca vai saber.
Eu vou pegar outra, tá?
Mas você pode botar à venda.
Vocês foram na ativação lá do Rebel Moon já ou não? Quem foi? Eu não fui
Cê-
ainda.
Vocês
Vale a
chegaram,
pena, né?
chegaram a ver o Zack Snyder lá dirigindo?
Vocês sabiam que a mesma tecnologia que o Zack usou pra filmar,
Ah, é?
Ele trouxe a câmera, iluminação, caramba, de lá pra cá.
que demais.
Meu, o bicho é louco, ele é doido por tecnologia, né?
Que foda. Muito massa.
Os convidados vão... Ah, tem que tomar cuidado.
Ah, tá, perdão. É? Ó, a gente tá tocando a música na transmissão, então não tá saindo online. Mais um recadinho aqui, ó. Pessoal, especialmente quem tá passando aqui atrás. Quem é fã de Sons of Anarchy aí, ó. O momento é agora. O momento é agora, porque o homem tá aí, hein? Charlie Hanna na CCXP. Se liguem.
Aqui é eita atrás de vixe, né?
Eita atrás de eita. E de vixe. Tá indo tudo pra
Aí,
transmissão
Hanson,
também.
parabéns,
olha só.
viu?
Falaram que
Parabéns,
você falou
viu,
que tava música. Mas vocês sabem que é só pra vocês também.
A gente tá online, tá? Vic. Vou sentar aqui agora então, tá? Se vão entrar 3. Senão eu acho que eu vou ficar muito longe lá na outra ponta. Alguém tá empolgado, hein? Vocês estão prontos aí?
Aquela pergunta, como é que tá a emoção? Como é que tá essa emoção aí, hein?
Como é que tá o gogó aí?
Eu vi que tem cartaz aqui pro Dimon.
É. Vai levantar aí, vai ficar com dor no braço agora,
esse é
hein?
o momento.
Não, jogar não. Não. Não, senão você dá ideia pra outras pessoas não querer jogar outras coisas.
A gente vai arremessar você, Fora. Fazer um mosh da hora.
Not for me. Vem pra mim. E o mais louco é que assim, eles estavam lá no painel, eles vieram pra cá pra conversar com os fãs, e eles querem voltar pra lá.
Pra lá, pra dentro?
Eles querem assistir o filme, cara.
Ah, o pessoal tá vendo filme.
Eles querem assistir com a galera. Thank you, Eddie!
Thank you, Eddie!
Thank you!
Aí sim, hein? Essa CCXP aqui tá entregando, hein?
Entrega, cara, entrega. Tem gente pronta já ou não? Coração tá pronto, Hessel?
Coração tá prontíssimo. Fiz um teste, meu check-up. Mentira, não fiz não, tá atrasado.
Ó, agora vem 3 pessoas aqui, então eu vou sentar aqui, tá bom, Hessel?
Ótimo, você
aí,
fica à vontade, eu vou ser o dono da sala.
Eu
Fora.
fico aqui, que daí, se a ponta esquerda aqui não ouvir, eu grito do lado de cá.
Ótimo, beleza.
Que agora a gente vai ter 3 pessoas aqui. Uma delas é Stas Nair. A outra é o Dimon Honsu.
E o Charlie Hanna!
E Charlie Hanna!
Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hello, hello, hello!
Tudo bem, Brasil? É um prazer estar aqui com vocês. Agradeço-vos.
Oi, Brasil! Could you sit over here?
You have some fans around, right?
Oh yeah.
Looks like it.
Guys,
Thank you,
welcome.
Brazil.
Welcome, welcome. This is something, right?
This is really something. A paixão do Brasil é incrível. Absolutamente. I said it, they're incredible. I said they're incredible. Vou traduzir.
It is incredible. I really feel like home.
Yeah.
You're home, man.
I feel like home. I feel like my roots and culture are here.
They are, man.
Charlie, reading the script, can you hear me well? Yeah. Reading the script, what was the moment, the scene that made you say, okay, I really need to do this shit?
Before I even read the script, I was telling, we just did our panel, and I, in 2005, met Zack Snyder on the movie 300.
Tem fã de 300 aí?
You know 300? And I loved him, and he offered me a role in the film, and at that point I had no opportunities. And it just so happened the way the world works that I was offered 2 films at the same time. I was offered Children of Men with Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh, amazing. Love it.
And then I got offered 300 once I'd already accepted it.
Loved.
And so I couldn't do it. And I went to the 300 by myself the night it was released and was very, very sad that I was not in that film. And so I guess 18 years later, when Zack called, I didn't even need to read the script to know I wanted to do it.
Amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And Stas,
Yes.
basically Tarek has the best introduction in the movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you got to, tame and ride an eagle horse.
Yes. A Bennu. We call it a Bennu.
A Bennu.
Bennu, yeah.
All right. What was the skill that you have to tame and ride one of these animals?
Este bicho, né?
Bicho.
Sim.
Gosta de coisas íntimos. Íntimos?
Intimidade.
Intimidade, isso. I think when you think about people who try to tame a horse or tame wild animals, I used to train pit bulls that were aggressive or whatever and try to give them a better life and give them a chance at a normal life. And I kind of looked at that as an example. When you try to tame large animals, it's all about respect. It's all about respect. And so it was about finding this intimacy and this respect between myself and the animal. But also that moment with Tarek and the Bennu is a moment of liberation. So the bird is just as much Tarek as Tarek is the bird, if that makes sense. This is about his moment to liberate himself, to finally step up and become the man he wants to be and join a cause that is worth dying for.
Jimon, he was telling about his introduction, but yours is so strong because we can see 2 different generals, like very quickly, and how much you change in this role. What can you tell them about General Titus and what was his role in this history?
I think the thing that I find extremely gratifying about General Titus is the fact that he's a fighter for the oppressed, right? And the fact that he was part of the Imperium Kingdom before, and having committed so many crimes under the Imperium, I think his personality, came through as the need to really stand for something valuable in life, stand for something that is our inherent obligation to not be complacent in a situation in which, what so much of that history, it mimics our reality today. And certainly coming from Africa, it's the reality of the indoctrination of our continent.
Yeah, you have to have this hope, right? And bring that to the people.
Let me ask you this, because what you love about Zack Snyder is that he's really committed in creating these worlds in all of his movies. So what kind of preparation did you have to make to be part of this? Did he drop you like a Bible of Rebel Moon on your heads and have, okay, go study that? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Zack has an enormous amount to do, you know, as the director, building this whole world. And so, you know, it was fairly limited, the amount of time we would all get with Zack before we actually started shooting, because, you know, there's only so much time in the day that he has to, you know, to do all the things he has to do. So I remember I had a very intensive 90 minutes with Zack, where we were sort of brought into the brain of what he was creating. And, you know, he draws himself, and then he has an amazing team of people who help him, like, bring the vision that he is in his mind to life so everyone can see what we're trying to create on the screen. And so that was, for me, that really it was 90 minutes of being immersed in all of the images of the world as he went through and literally showed me scene by scene the movie we were going to make. So I felt like I'd already seen the film before we were going to even start shooting it. So, and I'd say the other thing is that as much as Zack downloads you with his vision and what's in his mind and what he expects and hopes will come from you, he equally is quiet and says, you tell me what you think.
Yeah. Sure, I second that. I think Zack, this is Zack's baby, right? He wrote it, he directed it, he's the DOP. But whilst he has this clear vision of what he wants to execute, he still leaves space for the actors to bring themselves into it. And that takes a level of trust. And it's a big honor to have someone like himself give us that trust. And it was very fun to execute that.
You're all very strong. I believe that's for
Para.
Dude, you can really kick some butt, all of you. And Sophia was here. We know that she's always very fit.
Yeah, she absolutely.
Who would win in a fight between all the characters? Not you guys, but the characters.
Vamos
Why do
agora,
we
vamos.
say us guys? That's more interesting.
Queres uma luta?
Olha a capoeira.
Listen, we can really settle this very quickly. Since we're in Brazil, who do you think? The guy who studies Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Okay. Or the guys that have got a good six-pack?
Esquece, com calma, filho, com calma. He's right, though.
Shout out while I'm in here to my mentor and my teacher and a son of Brazil, Higan Machado.
Hey! Guys, thank you very much for your time here. It was amazing.
That's it. You're done with us already?
Thanks to you
You are
all.
telling me that you have to cut.
Thank you, thank
Muito
you.
obrigado, Brasil.
Timon
Muito
Rousseau,
obrigado.
estás na ilha. Hey, Charlie Hanna.
Agradeço, moço. Obrigado. Obrigado. Vem.
Hey guys, come
What a
over here.
reception.
Come
Thank
over
you
here.
all.
Could you come over here, real quick? Can you take a picture? Yeah, sure. All right.
Muito obrigado. Vamos tirar fotos, né? Vamos tirar fotos.
se tá ligado.
Aí, voltou. É por isso que, infelizmente, a gente cortou a entrevista antes, né, Hess?
É isso.
Dá espaço pra todo mundo tirar foto,
Prioridades.
pegar autógrafo aqui.
Prioridades. Aqui a gente funciona com as prioridades.
É isso aí.
A elegância do Digimon, eu tô completamente
Eu falei.
embasbacado.
Eu falei. Além de ser bonito, mano, o bicho se veste bem pra
Cê é
caramba.
louco,
Que é isso?
A gente tenta, né?
Perdi minha água, Hess. Ah, eu joguei aqui.
Olha aí, isso que é astro, hein? Cara, quando é astro é foda, né? Aí sim, hein? Ó. Chorei com essa. Quase chorei. Você sabe que é pra sempre se você tatua o nome do cara, tá? O autógrafo, hein?
Thank you, Charlie. Thank
Não é
you, man.
brincadeira, não. É pra sempre se você tatua o nome do cara, hein? Vou deixar aqui. Não me comprometo, tá? Eu vou, na hora que passar aqui, se não passar, a gente faz um esforcinho, pode ser?
Estamos pronto?
Bora lá, que a grade é nossa e o bonde não para, hein? O bonde da grade aqui, hoje tá fervendo, pode chamar a direção. Vamos, direção.
Tá bom, tô tranquilo.
Ai,
Hessel,
aqui, ó, pilhado demais.
eu sei que agora, cara, o Ray Fisher vai vir aí, ele vai causar, velho. Ele
Vai causar, sim.
Vai causar.
E Duffy, Mikkel Husman e Ray Fisher! Good to see you. Welcome, guys. Could you sit over here?
Where are we sitting? No, sit here. I'll get on the side. I'll get on the side. No, please.
Welcome,
Come on.
guys.
Get you in the center. We got a profile. Come on.
Thank you.
Ray, right here. People inside, I was inside on the panel, and people were screaming something. I don't know if you got that. They were screaming, cyborg, which is the way that we call cyborg. That's what they were screaming inside.
I gathered that much. Yeah, you guys are super passionate. I love you all. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the support over the years. Thank you for the support that will come with Rebel Moon. You guys are in for a massive treat with this universe. Thank you.
How is to come back to a Zack Snyder movie?
Me and Zack, it feels like coming home, right? Zack's my brother. I love that man to death. He makes great work. He takes care of his actors. He's so thoughtful and passionate about all the geek stuff that I'm passionate about. So we just gel. This was like coming home, working with Zack, Debbie, and a lot of the crew again. I couldn't be more honored. I couldn't be more proud or prouder to be a part of this.
And I believe that getting to play a part in a space opera is so much fun because there's a lot of makeup, there's crazy makeup and lasers, and you can play like some rugged culture without weapons and being like a peaceful man.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, where are you going to go with this? Because there was not very much impressive makeup for me. No, but it's true. But you know, that's one of the things that I think we really enjoyed about this space opera, as you called it. That it's sort of like, I mean, obviously it's very sci-fi, and at the same time, there's so many very low-tech elements to it. It is so close to the ground as well. I really enjoyed that, you know, especially playing the farmer, you know.
All right.
Your character is, I believe that revenge is the key word for how would you describe your character?
You know, I hear this word revenge and I can't help but think of Nemesis's line in the trailer, which is that there's a difference between justice and revenge. Am I right? And I think ultimately that Milius is a character that is driven by faith in a cause and in something much bigger than themselves.
And in the movie, we get to see a little glimpse of what Blood X Revolution is. What is it that Darian has that makes him a leader to these people?
Darian holds the spirit of the revolution. He really lives it and embodies it. And in a way, it's so truthful that it's just alluring to all the rebels who they gather throughout the galaxy.
It's inspiration. That's what it is. I think that's what we need to move people, and that's what we need to move ourselves, is you offer people inspiration, and you show them that there's the possibility for a better way. I think that's what the entire Blood Axe Rebellion represents, not only with Darian, but with Devra, and especially Milius. You've got to believe in the cause. You've got to keep moving forward to do what's best for everybody.
And you go through lots of worlds, different worlds. How much fun is it to go to different kinds in the universe that Zack is building? Which world did you have more fun to be in?
Well, in watching the movie, I had fun in every world. Every single world is so different. Where Gunnar comes from, on Belt, where we go to in Dagus and Providence, and all of these different worlds that Zack has created within this universe. You see Titus and Pollux. honestly, I can't pick a favorite because they all have their own qualities. You get to see Tarek and New Woody. Zack's not he doesn't create worlds, he creates entire universes. And that's what makes this so special.
And I don't know if we can say that, but I think that your characters is kind of in search of redemption for something that happens in the beginning of the film.
I totally agree.
Oh yeah?
My character makes a mistake, and it comes from a good place. He means well for his community, but it's a grave mistake. And I think that a lot of what drives the character I played is redemption. He tries to fix something that that he regrets deeply.
And of course, he's not just a farmer. He's getting to action, actually heavy action. So.
Don't tell anyone.
No spoilers. No spoilers here.
No, but yeah, of course. No, we start as a farmer, but we have somewhere to go.
Okay, all right. I wanted to ask you, what is it like to be part of this big spectacle movie and getting to play a big action part?
Well, it's really exciting to be part of this movie, and being here now, so close to the release of the film, I feel the excitement and the anticipation, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. While we make it, though, I completely forget all this. I function best if I just imagine that nobody's ever going to see this, and we're just doing it for ourselves, really. And we're just trying to have fun.
Film. Yeah.
So I kind of forgot that we're going to release it. But now that I'm here, I'm really happy, and I'm so excited for everybody to see it.
Just to finish in one word, just naming names. If you wouldn't be chosen to do your character, which character would you choose to be your role?
It's an obvious answer, but Cora. I mean, her skills are just unmatched, and I would use those skills in my everyday life if I could.
She kicks ass.
Oh, I'd be Nemesis in a heartbeat. Give me the
You picked mine.
The molten swords. You could say Nemesis too. We could both be Nemesis.
We're both Nemesis.
We want to be Nemesis.
Trust
That's
me,
fine.
Duna is not here, unfortunately, today. But I can't wait for everybody to see.
Absolutely.
what
Shout out
she
to
did in
Duna,
film.
y'all. Shout out to Duna.
Yeah.
Duna Bay, she's the best.
Thank you guys very much for your time. And now I believe that there are some
Thank you.
fans here that wants to be
Should we
closer
take a
to
lap
you.
around the old block?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
but we want a picture too. So can you take a picture over here?
Sure. Where are you at? Where you want us?
Over here.
Oi. Hessel, acabou, né? Não veio mais ninguém aqui, né?
É isso, estamos encerrando então.
Ah, não, parece que tem mais uma pessoa, tem mais uma galera aí.
Tem mais 4.
Tem fã do Zack Snyder aqui! Não, eu quero o Cyborg mesmo, ó. Tá tirando foto com 2 câmeras ao mesmo tempo aqui.
Pô, esse é um talento do Cyborg. Com certeza é o talento do Cyborg. Olha esse malabarismo, bicho. Galera, quem esperou o dia inteiro aí pelo Zack Snyder, hein? Vocês que estão circulando aqui pelo meio, o pessoal passeando, sextou aí, né? Sextou. 4 horas esperando? Ó, agora é o momento. Agora é o momento. Agora é o momento.
Vamos dar uma treinada? Vamos dar uma treinada? Como que seria? Como que a gente vai chamar?
Como é que a gente vai chamar?
A gente vai fazer o Raul ou vai fazer Zack?
Ah, eu acho que tem que ser Zack.
Pode ser?
Tá fraco, né? De novo. Zack.
Thank you, Ray.
Direção aqui cantou que a galera já tá no ponto. Será?
Então vamos lá.
Podemos chamar?
Vamos lá. Agora a gente vai receber aqui no palco os produtores de Rebel Moon, Wesley Kohler, Eric Newman, Deborah Snyder e o diretor Zack Snyder!
Zack!
Well, I have to start with just saying that when Netflix called us and said, well, what can we do this year? And I just said, Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon. Yes. That's it.
That's awesome.
So thank you very much for all of you to come here and bring the movie Rebel Moon. People are watching there right now, and I know how excited they are inside. So thank you very much.
And not just being here and talking to us, but also shooting some scenes with people in the real screen of Rebel Moon.
That was fun.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did do that.
It was fun. Did you find some Rebel Moon material among Brazilians?
I actually did. These guys did a great job. It was really fun.
All right.
Deborah, you have to share your love for him with everyone around here. But let's talk about Rebel Moon. This is a mix of a space opera with the war movies, and this movie comes with influences from Western. We can see a little bit of Seven Samurai there. We can see lots of different words that are in his mind, and then you guys happen to make it, like materialize it. How hard is this work?
Well, we've been talking about making this film for about almost as long as we've been married, right? Yes. And I do think it's an accumulation of all the things that Zack loves, but also I think having worked in the DC universe for a decade and doing a lot of world building really prepared us to do something that was wholly original. So I felt like this was the right time for this to come to fruition.
Fantastic.
All right, and Wesley, given the scope of this movie, how did you choose what you were going to shoot in actual sets and what you were going to shoot in the digital screen?
You know, I think like any movie, it's the same process, just scaled up. So, you know, we sit down, we go through, break down the script, and during that process start to assess what makes the most sense in terms of, you know, what can we accomplish in green screen, what do we visually want to capture practically in the camera. So I think, you know, just like anything else, it's a, you know, scene by scene conversation and looking to see what Zack wants to accomplish and how to do that.
All right.
That's pretty good.
I don't
He's
have.
right.
Go on.
No, that's true.
And there are so many different accents in this movie, and you have to make them, and that helps to create these different words, right? How do you guys cast each piece of this ensemble, and how to train them to have the right accents, and what kind of energy do you want them to bring to the characters?
You know, Zack is known for his authenticity. You know, these details are incredibly important. The training that the actors go through, physically, mentally, linguistically, as you point out, you know, they're learning languages that don't exist, and they're created, and they're consistent, and it's incredibly challenging, and he somehow keeps it all in his head and is able to impart it to us, but also to the artists who help prepare our cast.
And Zack, I think a big part of the fun of making a movie like this is that you get to cast like in a ship or in a quest. You have the misfit, you have the good-looking guy, you have the comic relief, you have... How do you choose the guys, the kind of people that you put in a cruise or in a ship, in a quest?
Yeah, I feel like for this movie, what we did was like, I said, okay, you know, what is the like ultimate team? Like, how do you build them? And basically by sort of deconstructing what you would need in the end as a coherent team, you could break those pieces off and make each one of them into a character. And I think that's kind of the way we first started talking about it. And then eventually, you know, once you have that little piece, then you start to like build a backstory, and then you start to understand the actual complexity of those particular characters. So, and it was fun actually then when you actually get the people to play these parts, and they come naturally with some of the accents they come with. You know, like Sophia's accent or Jaimin's accent, and Charlie did Irish, you know, in the movie. It's just a real cool, it also starts to build culture in your mind, you know, about like who are these people, where they come from, what is their backstory, what is their actual, like, what motivates them, what happened to them, all that. So yeah, it's a really interesting process, but it's also having the gift of their natural cultures is really makes the film richer and the experience richer.
We go through very different words here. Just pick one word that you like the most for each one of you. Which word you like the most?
I guess if I'm going to start, for me, Welt, which, you know, and I think it's because it's our entry point into this greater surreal world. So for me as a movie watcher and an audience member, it's a way to bridge the gap between my earthly life experience and trajectory and bridge into this big science fantasy world.
I love Dagus, I think, because of its aesthetic and also the sort of, you know, ecological statement that's made in a place that's been destroyed by mining, and I thought that was incredibly authentic and beautiful.
We meet King Levitica on a planet called Charon, and he has this giant squid face, and we started having budget problems, and it was always like, we're gonna kill King Levitica, and I was like, we are not killing King Levitica. He's so important to the movie, and he's so sympathetic, and he's such a beautiful creature, so I fought for him to stay in the movie.
Debbie saved the king. Debbie did save the king.
Can the father of the worlds can pick one kid?
What's that?
Can you pick one? Just one?
One world. I like the interior of the Dreadnought personally. I don't know if it's really a world, but like I just love the hallways and the aesthetic. It's kind of like a Soviet era submarine, and it's just like really cool. It's just fun to, you know, when you're making a space movie, you gotta have like some weird hallway sequence in these big long hallways. That's what you dream, like, you know, when you're a kid, like you're like, oh, I want my bedroom to look like that. So I think it's just fun. It's just fun to shoot and fun to be in there, yeah.
And now we have to share you guys with your fans. People are gonna have some fun with you, taking pictures.
Oh, take a picture.
Some photographs. Zack Snyder, Deborah Snyder,
The fans are incredible!
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
so
here,
much.
guys.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
much
Thank you.
for the warm welcome.
Can you take a picture over here? Zack. Good job. We lost him. That guy over there, he wants to tattoo his autograph.